This is what my phone looks like now. I've got divots or cutouts on the side, basically accessing the microphones all the way. And just to do a short test about where I was speaking at. No more volume, no more voice. Bingo, bango, bongo. We'll see how this sounds. Yeah, this phone, I've modified it pretty well, pretty accurately, fairly much. I'm going to reattach the ears, and this makes for an interesting effect. Same setup, but with the ears. And it's 96 kilobytes a second, about the same range. It does sound a little, it's better. I can hear it already. Very cool. That's why I made them. Now with basically the cutouts, removal of the board, and plastic itself is going to sound a lot better. It's going to be a lot more resonant. I don't know why they basically, as an engineer, you know what things are supposed to be when you're looking at these phones, at these devices. And they got so much rubber and stuff around. Why that silicone? It was isolating the sound. It's clamping it down. It's not allowing the chambers to echo. And that's going to help. Because my voice is really deep. Yeah, that's why most people's phones don't pick up their voices, because the sensors themselves are not big enough. You have these tiny, tiny microphones, and they need to be huge, they need to be big. You really want to make them great, you want to make them about at least 0.7 centimeters across, if not more. As big as you have that motor, that little vibrating motor, that vibrator, you want your sensors themselves to be that big. Pixel sensors as well. Make everything grand, so that whenever anyone picks up a device or a phone, it's something that they can use. It's something that's worthwhile. It's something that's well made, and it's not expensive. It's pretty cheaply to do that once you have the manufacturing techniques. You don't have to charge them. You don't have to charge hundreds of dollars. Same thing with batteries. Same thing with electricity. Once you have this setup in place, it's very cheap. It's very economic. That's what machinery is all about. That's what innovation is all about. Basically, I do this to wait for the thing to reset. Yeah. Alright, same test, but with 64 kilobytes a second. About the same range, about the same distance. Talking about the same things. You're amazing, beautiful guys. We're so freaking capable. We have such abilities. Yeah, mastery all. I guess. Okay. Whoops. Oh, shucks. It's gonna work. Hold on. Okay. Okay, that looks about right. Let's get in here this time. Once you have a general awareness, it's pretty easy to just go through. because the microphones themselves are extremely sensitive or boosted almost, to the point that it's almost saturated, oversaturated. That's almost nice. Haven't had a very restful. My day wasn't all that restful. No. It wasn't very restful. Everybody. There's three of us. Good. My mother is Korean, by the way, and she does what she can. Really, she does with basically integration, the rules and the doubting and the believing how things should be right, how things should be. Interesting. Right, that's better. And she would often cut my hair like this. She would cut our hair like this. And it was really cool because I'm like, how are you doing that, Mom? Without guides, without attachment. She just grabs tufts of our hair and she would go like this and like, she would put it up right there and she'd be like, she would cut it. I'm like, what are you feeling for, Mom? How are you doing that? I'm like, and specifically, and logically, she couldn't really say. It's just, just an emotional awareness of like what you're supposed to do, how it's supposed to be. You know how things are supposed to be, and you get that from the right side of your brain by tuning emotionally in, by being happy. Your right brain really only activates when you're happy, when you're emotional. And if you don't have a left hemisphere, the only way you can really exist and be around others is through your emotions. That's why I used so many emojis back then. I don't. Yeah, just. But there's no replacement for sight. There's no replacement for it. But you're cheating. You're cheating. I mean, yeah. I mean, who's really been ever taught to, like, or encouraged to enjoy themselves? You know, it's like always like, oh, don't be too happy. Don't be too loud. enable automatic timers whenever and at all is possible. Dust off. So, what is flossing? What is flossing? You will not. Arms. No, go away. When I say I have no spatial awareness, I mean for objects in my environment. But when something's staring at me, I feel you. Like my cat. When he was moving towards me, I had my headphones on, he was blaring music. I could feel him. I looked at him, yeah, of course it spooked me. But from things which don't radiate energy, very closed off in awareness. Can't feel it. It's wood, but it's like damn. Heavy kava cells, some. Good. That's why I look at my camera so much like that. Because I literally I don't know what's going on. It's a little low. By chewing fish like that, by chewing things like that. You
can delete those, Red. I just heard combat awareness. That's what I have. The military wants to get a hold of me, but I have no use for them. None. The reason why you chew things up and you spit them out like that roughage fish plant material, when you throw it, you spit it out, give it to the environment, it's less for your body to process. You concentrate the nutrients that your body receives. You don't have to break all that stuff down. Your poop smells cleaner. Your body has to work hard. It doesn't have to work as hard. Yeah, your body has to work less. And so it can save it for the things that truly matter. I tried teaching this big time awareness like to all the Indians back then. And the food nutrient quality was so high. They didn't really, it didn't really matter that much back then, but like it didn't caught on. No one paid attention to me at all. For obvious reasons. There's nothing really to. Back then, there was nothing really worthwhile paying attention or listening to. I had no real energy awareness or yeah, it was this one. Melted the skin off my elbow. One of those thick iron steel pans on the other head. Just hot out the oven, 400 degrees. And like it was like brought out of the oven just slightly, and I just kind of like, I was turning like to, I don't know, listening or something. I was looking around. Fucking rusted right into it. And I was like, ow, whoa. Yeah, it was fun. Yay, buddy, yay! a goal in mind helps your body to keep forward momentum. And right now, my goal is like to rest, like just immediately afterwards. And that like it gets me flowing. It like gets me like I'm so tired, man. Just like Neo, I've learned to see without my eyes. Yeah, I've learned to see without my eyes. Anyways. Because my sister is deaf and blind, I basically learned that awareness of just trying to see and perceive what she feels. And to a blind person, you're not moving very rapidly. You move slowly, you move gradually, carefully. And when you close your eyes, you do the same. And you gradually move into things. You don't just like rush. You're not like as if you had sight. And I was very blessed to have that upbringing with my sister, that awareness. Grabbing some additional refuge. Something which I previously discarded or used to whatever. Something which I was using to clean my teeth earlier. I can rest first. All right.
Okay. Yeah, doing a lot. I'm doing better. Seen better days as well.